Generation 8 is a gen of much potential with the Pokemon games that we've had in the past, and for the fact that it's going to be on the Switch. So with this potential, me and my friend Supra thought up a list of things that we would like to see in Generation 8.
Alright guys, what's going on? My name is Supra, and I'm here with Caleb to finish the list that we have here. This is actually a part 2 of a 2-part video series that we have going on both of our channels. So if you missed part 1 on my channel, make sure you check that out.
And with the introduction out of the way, let's get on into number 5. For number 5, it's going to be on new typings. Types are Pokemon's one of, or if not biggest attribute that factors into how many things become what they actually are. So you know why I'd focus on it so much. With a Pokemon's type comes its weakness, design, move pool, and a few more other things. I'm looking out for more type combinations that we hadn't seen, but more than that, I'm looking for good Pokemon with these new type combinations. I wouldn't want another case to where a Pokemon has a cool type combination, but the Pokemon itself isn't as cool as the type combination, if just to put it down there. There's also potential for a new type, which is what a lot of people are looking out for, but personally, I'm not that sure on it. With how long it took for us to get our newest type being Fairy, I would think that it would take even longer to get a newer one after that.
For number 4, it's going to be incorporating the Nintendo Switch mechanics. The Nintendo Switch isn't just the best portable system yet, it has its fair share of mechanics that come with it. The HD Rumble feature seems like an easy feature to incorporate into Pokemon because of how much it would be able to connect with it. Though the motion camera seems like the more interesting mechanic because the thought of what would they do with this. There's also a gyroscope, and Zelda Breath of the Wild did a very good job utilizing it. I can see potential in camera things or sort of incorporation with movement in the game with this.
So the next thing that I have for number 3 is an odd area, but I believe that the next Pokemon game could be the new game that's questionably the best or definitively top 3 Pokemon games. The past mainline games for major franchises on the Switch have released these phenomenal games like Mario Odyssey and Breath of the Wild, and they're humongous additions to the franchise. Along with that, they're the first thing that we saw from them on the Switch, so their first step in both were their strongest steps forward. So to see this, it gives me the idea that we would have at least some sort of major Pokemon game that would just shatter the whole community.
For number 2, what comes with new Megas and new Pokemon? New evolutions. Now I know everyone is going to be raising their hands and pointing at Dunsparce, but we really should try to focus on other Pokemon at least because all we can do is really hope for this. I want to draw attention to Pokemon that could use another evolution to buff them, but there are actually so many Pokemon with no evolutions or Mega evolutions that could possibly use it, such as Quillfish, Spiritomb for 4th gen remakes, Zangoose, and a good amount of other Pokemon could use it for a quick push into the public eye. With the right evolutions or even Mega evolutions, it could even give more initiative for people to get involved in the new game.
And for number 1, the next big thing. Usually there's a main thing that defines a Pokemon game and what it's usually known for, what game it is or generation. Gen 7 gave us Z moves and Ultra Beasts, Gen 6 gave us Megas and Fairy typing, Gen 4 gave us this expanded lore and Pokegods and the split, and the list goes on for the other games. For Gen 5 they gave us the guidelines on what makes a generation amazing. Yeah, I'm putting that there. But with the Generation 8, there's so much potential on what could be the next thing. Is it going to be something that just flips competitive on its head? Or is it just going to be this major addition to the Pokemon lore that begs us so many questions? Usually it defines itself pretty well, so me taking a guess on what it could be is actually only scratching the surface and what they're capable of, especially since it could be something that no one has ever thought about before. But I guess only time tells for our future. Thank you all for watching, and thank you Supra for coming out here. Make sure you all check out part 1 if you haven't, and if you're new here, I have a fair share amount of Pokemon videos coming out soon, and the ones that I already have. So the end cards will direct you to stuff that I personally recommend. Leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe to stay updated, and hopefully I'll see you all in the next one. So until then, peace out and Godspeed.